Hello there, this is Cookies, and I've got turn 86, yeah, of LA Erytheia. Game I've subbed into, and it looks like my army is busy getting destroyed. So let's go ahead and dive into the turn. We cast Mind Hunt. Nin Masara survived the attack. We also put up a Forest Dome. Got hit by a Wasting Cloud. 82 diseased. Oof. But then 108 died. And 82 died. So nearly 200 dead. Probably a lot of the diseased ones died. And then we got hit with another Wasting Cloud, but this one only affected 38 because I think most of the army was dead at that point. Because looking through the army, so that army is here now. It moved from here to here. And there's just not that... I mean, there's troops that are diseased, but in terms of commanders, there's not that many. So... yeah, just not that many disease. Like, there's definitely some, but I think the damage has been done. Anyways, diving back into it. We killed Ishkur. And we killed Ninagal. I believe all of these mind hunts were directed at this province here. There were 3 commanders. I believe we killed 2 out of the 3, and the third one got away with the troops. But we tried to disable this Tomb Worm squad, because we thought they were going to move on this on Raga, which is very high income. Additionally, we've been attacked all over the place. So we've got Goskis, where we've got a spooky golem. I forget, can you magic duel golems? That could be something we need to do. I can test it out at least, if I have pearls. That's the trickier part, getting some pearls. Because this guy's what, an anti-magic caster? Soulslay? But he's really an anti-magic caster, let's be real. Alright. Maybe a doom caster as well. Alright, and then and that is over here. So I guess we can do this from the map. Alright, so this is where we got bombarded, and then we got cleaned up. So there were some troops left without commanders because they were killed. And there's a PD commander here who's rallying the troops, except not providing magic leadership, so the statues are probably going to die. You can see them kind of dissolving there. I mean, basically at this point the hoplites are acting just like indies, so they kind of fought like it too. We killed 0 of the Tomb Worms, lost a whole bunch of stuff. And so that's kind of my lesson on the whole bodyguard thing. I probably need to stop doing that quite as frequently. And then, let's see. And then we got Gem Burned here in Grillin. So there's this little Sarumancer, which is some earth gems. Probably his most common type that he's not using. He's just there to up the gem burn meter. And I didn't have enough turn 1, I don't know, like evocation. I just had a lot of paralyzed spam. And so you see a lot of these snakes are paralyzed. But unfortunately, he burns through a significant amount of the script. Including Solar Brilliance. Oh no. Well, now he knows. Shit. And Undead Mastery, if you happen to look at it pretty closely. So, showed off 2 of my tricks there that I didn't necessarily want to show off, because I didn't have enough turn 1 evocation, just had turn 1 paralyze. So that was Pretty big misplay on my part, honestly. I just needed more of those fire 2s to be doing Pillar of Fire right off the bat. Try and kill that. Alright, just killing off some PD. And then up here, killing off some PD. Over here, we tried to ping it, but forgot that there was a PD commander. We were also hoping to scare off snakes if their commander died, but he didn't. Over here, our Lich got killed. Not permanently, until we lose our capital, but he did Wither Bones himself. For no kills, I think. No significant kills. We're trying to put together another army here, kind of in the back lines, and we're striking out with our eagles to do some raiding. And we're also we're pulling this squad back out of the caves, and we're going to move in patrol, and we're bringing these guys to move in patrol, bringing these guys to move in patrol, and we're patrolling here. And hopefully here we have some turn 1 Pillar of Fire. So let me see. Just to double check. Or it's not turn 1, but it could be. So I might make that adjustment. Looking for Fire 2 Dedukos. Let's see. Do I have a script I don't need? Probably number 1. Alright. Let's make that our number 1 script. Just make sure we get something off turn 1. Maybe we can put a stop to these. The really light gem baits. At least make them send like 20 or 30 snakes. Although this is a short-term solution because the mages are going to yoink themselves. Unless the snakes don't get blessed, then we have a shot. Let's see. Alright, so we've got some stuff. And let's make sure we have some stuff up here. Oh, you should not be doing that. You are far too valuable. At least just spam Enslaved Mind or something. Alright, even though you're not taking part. Blood hunting. Alright. So, okay, so I guess this is a good point to go over some of the strategic stuff as well. So we just ran into PD here. Unfortunately, we didn't catch this army, which just killed our PD there. And then they went on some of our allies' forts. Really quick, I'll just make sure there was no really cool battles. Although this is a really cool Arco army. I think this is mostly Azure mages. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. That's a cool turret. Or a Harmonica Golem. And then this guy's an army of Leadcaster. Fortunately, the snakes get off mass flight. Which is something I do need to take note of, but I don't think the armies in my area are going to be casting that. Let's see, where was that one? Well, it could. It could deck this arm. So this is just, I don't know. This is a suicide mission. But, Actually, I don't think that's gonna work. Not in the slightest. Um, because now this army is free. I guess I just assumed it would go down here. But I could send this stuff over to the right. I don't know. Or back to my cap. For the last ditch cap defense. Hmm. I think we yeet him in there. Well, gosh, that just seems so suicidal. Maybe we feed him in over here. Maybe if we can beat this stuff, we can rotate some stuff back. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. What was here? Not a whole lot, but yeah, I don't know. All right, we'll go this way. Hmm. I'd have to tell Arco that. Oh, no. I already told Arco I was going in on this. We'll see. It's not gonna work. Probably Satis is gonna move this army down here and kill it. Even more than it was already gonna die just to this. But if it's got mass flight, it's gonna be a massacre. And then, let's see. So we had some werewolves raid our PD. A ghoul pinged us. Oh, this is a cool fight. Let's watch this. Alright, so we have the Olmish army in Okan. Go ahead and check out some of the mages. Pretty cool because they can wire themselves in via Sabbath. And you can see all the blood slaves that got brought. Yeah, Crystal Matrix. So one of the fairy queens is in on the communion. Bunch of little communion slaves. Vampire, hopefully doing some reinvigoration. One of them, at least. We have a few vampires. Alright. Nice. Probably darkness. Some other stuff. Anyways, all the storm demons. Ghoul Guardians, Zweihanders, Demon Knights, Fiends of Darkness. And back here, we had some stuff here. So you'll notice some of this stuff is missing gems. Arco staled this past turn. He didn't get quite long enough an extension and ended up falling asleep, which is completely understandable when you're getting overwhelmed at work and then have a really busy Dominions game. So playing a Communion Nation. Alright, you can see all the buffs. Including Mass Flight, Lucky, Resistances, Regen, Poison Resist, Fog Warriors, Weapons of Sharpness, Relief, Wailing Winds. Arco Army just kind of disappears to that. Alright. So, let's see, it loses just a few units. And this is what happens in late game when one side paints the buffs and the other side does not. And we can take a little bit longer look at what got lost. The Muse hurts, Lich, Archdevil, the Tart Wraith Lords. Alright. Let's just make sure I didn't miss any other big battles. This one's kind of cool. We can see this army. It's just getting pinged, though, or gem burned. We have the Arco God here. A Nature 5. A couple of vampires. If I could click this Fairy Queen. There we go. Alright. Care. What else we got in here? Ooh, some Evobait tarts. And any cool liches? Or just generic? Okay. The casket. Ooh, that one's pretty cool. Doesn't have anything on it, really. Neither does that one. So hopefully Arco gets a chance to script this army. And let's see. So we saw that. We saw this massacre. Yeah, we saw that massacre. I don't think there was anything conclusive between Satis and I. Okay, so I didn't miss anything, which is the biggest thing. Alright, so anyway, strategically, we're consolidating on the thrones. Well, not on the thrones. We're consolidating on this throne, so we're pulling this group back, because we're about to get cut off. So the snakes are coming. This flank through Kalem and flank through Raga are going to be what really puts the nail in my coffin, so to speak. We're consolidating on this fort. It's not much, but it's what we got. It's a big enslaved mind communion. Maybe we can cause some snake attrition via that. And then we're patrolling here, and we're bringing in the throne garrison, and we're going to patrol here. He could just end up going on the throne, or trying to ping the throne, or gem burn the throne. He could also, but I have a feeling that maybe he's trying to fork this fort, fork the throne to force me onto the throne, and then maybe he's going to go on these two side forts. So we're going to try and defend the two side forts. And honestly, if he pings the throne, he'll probably knock off the PD. So, just, I don't know. We're kind of running low on the numbers of mages. I mean, we have a lot of mages, but we're kind of running low on gems and the types of communions that we can run that can kill 500 stacks of snakes. So, oh, we do have a few pearls. Alright, so let me set up some Mind Burn spam, or Magic Duel spam, really quick. And we'll just see if that works against golems. I'm curious. Cannot be used by or against mindless beings. Okay, so I don't need to worry about it. Cool. Alright. Inside we have some Draconians. They're just gonna sit inside. And we're getting our first tart. And I've been in talks with Arco. And he's gonna send us some boosters, because I found out over that one of the previous turns, so we had Demetrius, our hero, and we had our Staff of Elemental Mastery and 2 fire boosters on him. And he casts Flames from the Sky, and apparently Blood Vengeance, if you have a Shroud on something, can kill that. So Demetrius died with all of our boosters, and of course, because he died in a safe place, we never found his gear, because that's how this game works. It doesn't go back to the lab. They don't recover it from his dead body. It's just gone forever, shattered. And so we actually, in a roundabout way, lost our Fire 4+ access. And because Arco's a little bit more dead than I am, he's going to be sending me some boosters, so I can try to get some of that access back. And we'll see what I can do. And I think, let's see, I think if Satis wins this battle and crushes this army, and if I take a major defeat up north, then I think I'm pretty much dead, but he may not want to conquer the rest of me. So if he wants to fight Ulm or something or have some fun with that, then I think I'll have to adjourn the nap with Ulm and just let Ulm try and defend this stuff if he wants. Or do whatever he's going to do. But Ulm might only have 2 or 3 turns to make his move. So I'm not sure what his plan was. I talked to him this turn as well. And I think because his scouts kept getting patrolled out, because we've been doing so much fighting, he didn't really have great vision on this area, so I just sent him screenshots. And we'll see if he makes his move soon, because he really does need to make his move. I think he just might have thought that I was in a better... Because he was talking about me trying to go for a win, which is completely wrong. So I think he'd been getting fed some propaganda from Satis and was believing that a little bit more than anything Arco and I were trying to say to him. So, yeah, yeah, he may only have 2 or 3 turns to make his move, but hopefully he does something cool. Maybe if I end up losing these fights, maybe in the interest of cool late game fights, maybe Satis will decide not to claim these. I don't know. Just so they can duke it out a little, have some fun. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at for this turn. We're defending these 2 side forts. We're not defending the throne. We're trying to, because I do think he's trying to fork me. I regularly make the wrong decision on these, but I think he's threatening the throne, hoping I'll move everything on the throne, and then he's going to go take these side forts and then converge on the throne. I don't think he's in a particular hurry. Otherwise, he'd be really sieging this down faster, and he's only got 4 wolves on it. And I think he's going to try to cut this off, so he's going to move on this fort. And he's probably going to Flames from the Sky this. Maybe this, too? I don't know, that seems excessive. I don't think he needs to do that. But I could see him doing Flames from the Sky on this. And maybe on this throne. We do have 1 dome here. Dome protection 30%. So there's a decent chance Flames from the Sky would go through and kill a bunch of stuff here. We have a little bit better dome protection over here. And we've got a whopping 1 more turn left here. So yeah, I think we're going to get our last few epic fights, hopefully. Here we get 1, 2, 3, 4 good battles. That's what I'm hoping for, at least. Well, this group could go over here. Maybe this group will just move on here and just attack. I'm really hoping he doesn't just gem burning me. It's effective, but it's a little less fun. But yeah, we'll see what happens, and hopefully we get 4 really cool battles, and if that's what knocks me out, that'd be an excellent way to go out. If I get gem burned, I should be getting a lot of gems from Arco next turn. That's part of our wish scheme. And so hopefully I can re-equip, at least for 1 turn. And then after that, then I'm in trouble. But that would buy more time for Ulm. So, because if I get gem burned for a turn in a few places, then that means Ulm has one more turn to do whatever he's going to do. But if he's planning to just try and eat Arco faster, that's probably the wrong move. He needs to be at least making some moves towards thrones, because right now it's looking pretty dire. But we'll see how it goes, and I'll see you in the next one in turn 87. Have a good one.